Alright guys, as you can tell from the video, we need to talk. I got me a little drinky drink here. My Zevia. Dominica, I need a Zevia sponsorship. I know you're going for that sparkling sponsorship, but I need to get me a Zevia sponsorship. Okay, so this is actually my second time recording this particular video, and sorry if you hear my printer going in the background. I actually have some docs printing right now. But this is my second time recording this video because I recorded it and I just didn't want to publish it. And I was not going to publish it. And then, but I feel like I didn't say everything I wanted to say, and I didn't say it how I wanted to say it. But let me caveat, this video is not about any of the technicalities or practicalities of being a notary loan signing agent. It's just kind of more of a heart-to-heart. And so as I say that, I also want to say that I want you guys to hear my heart on what I'm getting ready to say and just be open-minded and hear what I'm saying. This obviously doesn't apply to everyone, but it, will mean something to many of you in one way, shape, or form. So, as a person here on YouTube, it requires, it puts myself and my peers and in my niche and in other niches, it puts us in a very vulnerable position because we're sharing part of our life, we're sharing part of our business, part of our journey, and that benefits, obviously, us creatively, but it also benefits you, our subscribers, our viewers, who are learning and kind of going on this journey with us. So it's kind of a win-win situation for everybody. I in no way, shape, or form feel like I am an expert yet, or I've arrived in this notary loan signing agent world. I still feel like I'm fairly new, and I'm still trying to figure some things out. I've been creating on YouTube for a while. Even before this channel, I've done YouTube content on 2-3 other channels before. That's neither here nor there. But one of the things I came into this year wanting to work on was placing boundaries around my schedule and around my time. And that's for a couple of reasons. That's so that the time that is sacred for myself and my family, it gives me the ability to make that time sacred and to not spend that time working or, having my attention on other things. I can dedicate that time to my family. I also have time where I am engaged in other things. I run another business. I'm a real estate agent. I have a team. I'm engaged in other things with church, and I'm a musician. So I have a lot of layers and a lot of things going on, a lot of commitments and obligations, plus, my family, which is obviously number one. So my time is very valuable. Now, I know there are schools of thought where people say, yeah, my time is valuable, it's worth X amount of money. And while I do agree that, I would say my time is valuable and I can command a certain amount of money to some degree or another for, things that I do, for me, it's more so about having boundaries. And so I wanted to make this video to try to bring some clarity to how I feel about, engaging with you all. And, I would say firstly that, I really love you guys. You guys have been, for the most part, great. The engagement has been great. The reception has been great. You guys are super encouraging, super supportive, super engaging in the comments. And as you know, for those of you who do comment, I try to answer each and every comment. I try to respond to each and every one of them, even to some of the ignorant ones. I try to respond to, and I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate the support you guys have given me on this journey. And, you know, like I said, I appreciate that. I haven't maybe been as clear on maybe, some of the ways that outside of the comment section that, you can engage with me. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on all these different platforms. And they're all are great places to reach me. If you reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook, you know, I can respond to you as soon as I can. But I also can be reached via email. And so if you want to email me, you can email me at hello@victorchamberssignings.com. You can email me there, or you can just hit me up on Instagram or in the comments on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and I'll try to respond, when I can. What has been happening with increased frequency is I've had people reach out to me directly on my phone. I've had people Google me, find my number, and call me directly. It was completely unexpected, and now this has happened more than a handful of times. Like it's happening. It feels like it's happening more and more. And look, I'm a real estate agent. I'm a real estate professional. So it's not that hard to find my information, honestly, to find my number. Because frankly, as a real estate agent, I want people to call me, right? I have my phone and I answer calls a lot of times from numbers I don't recognize because I'm a real estate agent. I want people to call me. I want, people want to buy a house or sell a house or refer me to someone, or, I'm working with lenders, title companies, attorneys, other agents, buyers, sellers, right? I'm talking to a lot of different kinds of people all the time. So I'm very responsive to my phone, because my phone is my storefront, right? I'm typically on my phone for business. I don't have a lot of personal conversations on on my phone, or I do have some, of course, but my phone is my storefront, right? I use it for business. And so to me, it feels a bit invasive, and it kind of crosses a boundary when someone, Googles you, finds your number, and calls you unsolicited for something that's not business, for something where you want to have, you want to address, have a very simple question answer. And look, I'm a nice guy. I feel like I'm approachable, and that's probably why this happens to me. I'm approachable, so people feel like, I'm not gonna spaz out if they call me. But I will say that it does cross a line. It does cross a boundary. Now, I'm not one right now, and I don't have a mentoring program set up formally. I don't have a coaching program set up formally. I don't even do paid one-on-one sessions right now. I really don't do free one-on-one sessions right now. And I have no issues with either, right? Whether free or paid, I don't have issues with any of those things, right? I just don't do that right now. I don't have the bandwidth right now to do it. I don't think it makes sense for someone to have to jump through a bunch of hoops to get a simple question answered, or to pay, X amount of dollars to get a simple question answered. But I do feel like there are boundaries that we need to respect, right? When I'm not doing my business or running around, or doing stuff for church or whatever, I'm probably with my family. And so getting, these kind of calls where people just want to pick your brain, and I get it. Like I respect the hustle. I respect the initiative that it takes and the boldness that it takes to do that. I respect that. But there are ways to reach out to me and get a hold of me that are a little more appropriate and a little more tasteful, I would say. I've had people reach out to me with very basic questions that respond, that you can write in the comments and get answered from me very quickly. Just basic things. And like I said, I don't want to, make people jump through hoops. I'm providing this content because I want to be helpful, and I want to encourage other people who are coming through, and trying to get started in this business. But, at the same time, I think it's important just on a human level for us to be respectful of each other's boundaries. That means, like I said, I use my phone to do business. So if you're not calling me with a business transaction, it really puts me in a position, in a weird position. I'm not saying that I don't have personal conversations. Like I said, I do. I talk to my friends. I talk to my family, right? But my point is, when it comes to this content and this engagement, there are better ways to reach me as opposed to trying to Google me, find my number, and calling me. That just feels a bit invasive. And so I know no one has ill intentions. In fact, I've talked to some nice people, and I don't think anyone has ill intentions, but it just seems a little invasive. And so I wanted to make this video to share that and just talk to you guys about that. And like I said, this is my second time recording this video because I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to talk about this because I don't want people to be offended. But at this point, with the fact that it's happening more and more, I feel like I have to say something, right? And you realize that, it doesn't just impact me, it impacts my family and the people around me when this happens, right? Because like I said, sometimes I'm with them, or, I'm with my son, or I'm with my family or my wife or whatever, so that, makes situations a bit challenging. So like I said, I want to help. I want to be helpful. You can reach out to me on Instagram, The Victor Chambers. I think I post my handle in almost every video I put up. I'm on Facebook, easy to find. I'm on LinkedIn, I'm easy to find there. But just be wary and be cautious that there are boundaries, right? And I don't want to be rude, or I don't want to be cold. But I just ask that people respect, my boundaries. This is my storefront. This is my place of business. And so I just wanted to make this video to kind of have a heart-to-heart and kind of talk to you about that. Again, I know, for the most part, people haven't had ill motives or ill intentions, but there are better ways to reach me. It could be as simple as, what I've seen a lot of people do is say, hey, how can I reach out to you? And I'll comment, I'll write back, and I'll say, hey, email me here, or DM me on Instagram, right? Those are, I would say, more appropriate ways to get in touch with me. And, if your question is simple, right, I have, I don't know how many videos on this channel now. I've been, uploading content since November 16th. And, a lot of questions I feel like I answer in those videos. And even my peers, Kayla, Keena, Dominica, Jerron, Mr. Griff, Leah, Amanda, like all of us. I know I'm missing people. I just kind of called out the people that come to the top of my mind. Sophia, all of us are making content and videos that you guys can kind of get some questions answered from. I don't want to charge people to answer very simple questions, but if you need additional coaching or mentoring, or just have a whole slew of questions, then maybe it's important for you to take a course or seek out additional training. And I'm not just talking about, free training is great. YouTube University is great. But if you are really feeling lost, then getting training is super important. And it's all about investing in yourself, right? If you want to be successful, you have to invest in yourself. So I don't want to have a discussion about, you know, whether it's right to charge or not to charge people for information. Maybe I'll make another video about that. But with regard to getting in touch with me, I wanted to just make this video to clarify what I want that to look like, and what my expectations are. Like I said, I'm a nice guy. I want to help you guys that, you know, have questions and things, but I do ask that you be respectful of me and my privacy and my boundaries, and you know, my business and of my family. That's just very important. So I love you guys. I hope you, like I say, hear my heart on this, and won't be offended. That wasn't my intention, but obviously I have to protect myself, protect my boundaries, protect my space, protect my time, protect my schedule, protect my family. So I just, you know, hope you guys will hear that, and hear where I'm coming from with that. And if you are upset and you disagree or you don't like it, you know, you're entitled to feel that way. But if you're with me, I appreciate you. And again, thank you guys as always for coming along with me on this journey. And I will see you back in the next video, where hopefully we'll talk about more good old notary stuff. So until then, peace.